Do we know for sure if we will be taxed at our exchange or not? Mark Z. We do not know for sure. It's best to plan on being taxed and hope you are not. I do not think we are going to be taxed. Most of my sources say we will not, but I am prepared if they are wrong. I strongly believe the rate is contained in a budget, not the budget, but a budget, because you got 3 of them that we're dealing with. You can stop asking question about the budget. It's all there. Concerning the tripartite budget, everything. All the projects, cities, new exchange rate, lower notes, ATM machines, contracts, everything, it is all there. It is a fact. The GOI has the budget and they have the new exchange rate from the CBI. Expert likely to keep exchange rates within their current rates. It's not going to happen that quickly. There's so many more hurdles for Iraq to jump through. The budget is only at $70 per barrel. They've been trying to see if they can modify it and kick it up to $80 so they can spend more money. Oil prices are at $80 plus and they think it's going to keep moving forward for the next year and a half. Article quote, The global energy market sources indicate the current rise in oil prices will continue until the end of the year 2025. Saleh on television saying the third strategy phase that we're in right now with the CBI is a new methodology that will enhance Iraqi financial and banking reform, which will make the bank stronger locally and internationally. Frank, it's the new exchange rate in the lower notes. I believe the words Sadani is using with the CBI are words that tell the citizens there is a new exchange rate in the budget without saying those words directly. I am getting inundated with bank contacts telling me to expect that things have already started, but coming to fruition in banks after the 4th of July. With a rollout in the days immediately following. I believe the 4th is on a Thursday this year, so I was told the rollout around the 6th and 7th. That is the rumor. But remember, we don't know the timing, but I am sure getting a heck of a lot from the banking side that things are now moving quickly, and that is what they are preparing them for. Government advisor. Global indicators confirm that oil prices will continue to rise until the end of 2025. Quote, the financial advisor to the Prime Minister, Mazhar Mohammed Saleh, identified the most important economic gains achieved due to the rise in oil prices, pointing out that global energy market sources indicate that the current rise in oil prices will continue until the end of the year 2025. I was told, by CBI contact, that no insider, backdoor, international trading or otherwise was being conducted on the Iraqi dinar. If you hear rumors of otherwise, it is all lies. Investors can come to the ISX and purchase Iraqi dinar at the official CBI rate. There is not yet the availability to trade on Forex or any of the other foreign exchanges. Investors really can't do much with the dinar at this time, as in the West there are still US Treasury sanctions effective on the currency. Shafaq News, refineries on the west coast of the United States intend to replace their imports of Iraqi heavy oil with cheaper crude from Canada, at a time when the newly expanded Trans Mountain line is rearranging trade flows across the Pacific Ocean, according to what Bloomberg reported. California and Washington are scheduled to import about 150,000 barrels per day of Canadian crude via tankers in June, representing a 7-fold increase in average volumes, according to preliminary data from Vortexa. At the same time, their imports of Iraqi, Basra heavy, crude are expected to decrease to 3,587 barrels per day, from 76,000 barrels last May. The Trans Mountain expansion, which began in May, transports 590,000 barrels per day of crude from the Canadian oil sands to Vancouver for export. This is likely to be an advantage for refiners on the US West Coast, which would otherwise pay several dollars more per barrel to buy Iraqi crude. As Canadian imports to the US West Coast rise, shipments of Brazilian medium sulfur, 2P, as well as Basra heavy crude oil are declining. Alberta's heavy West Canadian Standard crude is trading about $13 cheaper than US West Texas Intermediate crude, or about $67 a barrel, according to Bloomberg's general index pricing. Basra heavy crude is trading about $5.55 cheaper than benchmark Brent crude, or more than $80 per barrel.